Well, good morning. Today is Monday, August 3rd. I'm Megan Schiller, filling in for Renee LaSalle.
And I'm Storm Tracker meteorologist Jonathan Myers.
You need to cut that humidity, man.
I'm sorry. You have
killing us out there.
You have the humidity, but you just said 10 schools go back to school, counties today.
Crazy.
Unbelievable. Summer is over for those kids, and I'm sorry to hear that. I know how you feel.
It's a sad day for them. Well, we're going to get to your forecast in a moment, but first, we are following some breaking news this morning. A pedestrian is in the hospital after an accident with a pickup truck. Now, it all happened about an hour ago on Kessler Avenue, which is right near Highway 80, right in front of the Kessler Point Apartments. Garden City police say a male riding a bicycle lost control and he veered right in front of a pickup truck. The bicyclist has been taken to the hospital. We don't know his condition just yet, but we will let you know whenever we have more information, so be sure to stay tuned. The 3 Americans who helped stop a gun attack on a passenger train spoke at a news conference in Paris today. Anthony Sadler, Spencer Stone, and Alex Scarlatos were on the train to Paris from Amsterdam when the gunman opened fire. Witnesses say they and 2 other passengers jumped into action when the attacker's AK-47 jammed. They ambushed and beat the suspect, who has been identified as a Moroccan national named Ayoub El Kazani. Well, in political news, Republican presidential hopefuls are courting primary voters in Iowa today. 10 leading contenders spoke at the Family Leadership Summit. The number 3 in a new national poll among GOP voters, Jeb Bush, he wasn't there. The other 2 top contenders, though, in that poll, Wisconsin Governor Scott Walker and Donald Trump, they made appearances. Trump under fire today, though, for the comments he made recently about Senator John McCain. Well, Donald Trump has often touted his massive wealth as proof that he can remain unswayed by private donors. Well, last week, Trump said he's willing to personally fund $1 billion of his campaign. Trump also criticized his GOP rivals for their dependence on campaign donations. But now Trump's changing his mind. He says he does want donations so long as they don't come from lobbyists or anyone else looking for him to return the favor. Around the country, a $10,000 reward is being offered for the capture of a man police say shot and killed a Memphis police officer. Investigators say 29-year-old Tremaine Wilburn shot Officer Sean Bolton over a very small amount of drugs. Andy Rose has more information on the search for that suspect. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Megan Schiller. A very intense day at the South Carolina State House as members of the KKK held a rally and thousands of people from all across the country came out. Some were in support and it was clear that some were not. Happening tonight, though, you can watch the major battle among 2016's Republican hopefuls right here on WJCO. We will be airing the Voters First Republican Presidential Forum live from New Hampshire. It's going to run from 7 till 9. 14 of the candidates are attending the forum. Now, each candidate will get a chance to answer questions gathered from the public. It's all part of our commitment to political coverage. Once again, it's tonight, commercial-free from 7 to 9 right here on WJCL ABC 22. New this morning, 9 people were injured in a shooting at a house party in Brooklyn. It all happened early Sunday morning. Police say 2 men walked up to the outside of the building and just began shooting. The victims are both men and women. They range in ages from 19 all the way up to 38 years old. Now, reports say one of the victims is in critical condition and the rest have minor injuries. Meanwhile, in Florida, a semi-truck driver lost control and landed himself in a river. It happened late Saturday. Timothy Dale was driving north on the highway during a thunderstorm when he lost control. He hit a wall on the bridge and then he went over that wall and he landed in the Manatee River. Dale escaped his truck miraculously, and then he was picked up by someone driving by. He is being treated for only minor injuries. Kevin and Jennifer, today was the 3rd time in the past year that the parents of 8-year-old Khalil Singleton walked up these steps here into the courthouse and into that courtroom. Now, the past 2 times they were inside the courtroom, they listened to 2 separate juries deliver guilty verdicts. They say they are hoping the same exact thing happens and that this new jury delivers a guilty verdict for Aaron Young Sr.
Sales Low Country reporter Megan Schiller. You saw a lot of good spirits here in Columbia tonight.
Yeah, there were a lot of people that came out specifically just to try to help out, make their presence known here today. You know, the sun, the sweltering temperatures that we're all feeling out here, and these long lines were definitely not enough to keep people from not coming out here to pay their final respects to the late Senator Pinckney. I'm out here at Coligny Beach less than 24 hours after the murder. As you can see behind me here, tourists and kids are still playing in that splash pad just a few yards away. Most tourists I talked with today said they had no clue that the murder even happened, let alone that around 8:30 last night, a teenage boy was lying dead right here in the grass.